So it's Tuesday and I'm officially done with work and I have tomorrow off, so I'm very excited about it. I'm trying to make like this week like a self-care week and really focus on myself, which I think is good. I think I need it. I'm not the best at that. I'm really good at like not doing self-care and taking care of everyone else instead. And then I really want to go to Barnes & Noble. I don't know if it's a good idea, probably not because I'll spend money, but I like books. And Luke's been kind of down this week, so I'm thinking about trying to find like a book for him. He's been like really focused on school and coding, so maybe if I can find like a fun book about coding or something like that, that way he can like read it when he's on a break from school but not feel like he's slacking off or anything. I don't know a lot about coding though. Like, he tells me all about it and I listen, but like I don't know what's fun or what's not, so I have to figure that out. But yeah, worst case is I go to Barnes & Noble and I don't know, get him a cookie or something. Like, no one's disappointed with a cookie. It'll be okay. Hello, beautiful people. So it's been a week, exactly a week today, since I actually went to Barnes & Noble. I got distracted, was working on self-care, didn't actually film my book haul, but we're going to do that now, so it's going to be great. I had so much fun at Barnes & Noble. I forgot how much I love going to bookstores because I haven't been to one in so long. I usually just buy my books off the internet and then they get delivered, and that way I don't have to leave my house because I don't like to leave my house. So it works out great. So the first thing I got for Luke is Python flashcards because I realized that they don't really make fun coding books. It's not a thing that exists in the world. You can do them like in between things whenever he's feeling he needs a quick brain break or to like test himself. So he seemed really excited about these, so I'm really excited for him. And then he's also really been into, I don't know how to describe it, like interviews with people on death row and those sort of TV shows recently, like serial killers, murderers, all that fun stuff. I really like it too, so I'm glad he likes it. So I got him this book called Lady Killers, Deadly Women Throughout History, and I'm actually really excited for when he finishes it because then I can read it. But it's just little short things. Some of the women just have a couple pages, some have a whole chapter. It just depends on the woman. So this will be good for him because he can read it like in between things, and then he just has to read like a chapter at a time. He doesn't have to pay attention to what the whole thing was. So that'll be really good for him. And then I got myself a lot of stuff. I'm thinking about doing a bullet journal. So I got a bullet journal. I'm very excited to start. Don't know if I'll be good because I'm usually not a super artistic person, but I'm going to try to be. So I'm really excited for that. I also got some modern lettering calligraphy pens. I really like calligraphy, but I usually only use like traditional like ink pens, like quills and whatnot. So I'm really excited for like a marker sort of pen that is going to be a lot neater and I'm not going to get ink everywhere. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. It's not going to leave like giant ink blotches on my paper and make it look all awkward. I'm really, really excited for these pens. Didn't know someone could be so excited about pens, but apparently that's me. Oh, and then also for Luke, he has, we have this giant whiteboard that he uses for his algorithms. And so he doesn't have like a good eraser. It's usually like random bits of like paper towels or whatnot. So I got him a nice eraser. Hopefully it like leaves those paper towels around the house, and also like it'll be easier for him to use and like better for the whiteboard as well. And then I got a bunch of books for me. I went real crazy. So the first one I got was The Raven Boys. It's the first book in the series of the Raven cycle, and I hadn't heard about this series, and then like the past week I've just been hearing about it like everywhere, like heard about it on Bookstagram. This was actually in the staff picks at Barnes & Noble, like because I had to ask someone to help me find it because they only had like 2 through 4 in the section where it was actually supposed to be. And I'm really excited about this one. This is one I'm really excited for. This cover is so gorgeous, and it's called The Librarian of Auschwitz, and it's about this 14-year-old who is given these 8 books at Auschwitz, and they're all the books that the Jewish prisoners have smuggled in, and she's one of the Jewish prisoners herself, and so she is the librarian of Auschwitz. She's in charge of taking care of all these books. And it says, from one of the darkest chapters in human history comes an extraordinary story of courage and hope. And I just feel like that's what I need to read right now, is a story of courage and hope. I'm very excited for this book. So excited. This one I'm also so excited for. It's The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one. And then on the back it says, burn whoever tries to burn you, which, oh my god, I love it. And it's a book of poems. It kind of reminds me of Rupi Kaur's Milk and Honey, which I really, really liked. I read it and I just bawled, and then I went out and actually bought the book because I borrowed it from a friend. So it reminds me kind of that, and it's all these different poems about like what it means to be a woman in society and things like that. And I'm just very, very, very excited to read this one. The last book I got is Prince Charming. I really love like cheesy teen romancy novels. So I'm very excited for this one. This one's about this girl. She's like totally normal, 16-year-old, lives in Florida, like works at a Walmart, and then her sister gets engaged to the Prince of Scotland, and all of a sudden her life's like turned upside down, and all the tabloids want to find out about her, and so she has to move to Scotland to live with her sister at the royal castle. And I love these sort of books. I'm hoping there's like a romance in it for her and like all that fun stuff, and I'm just super duper excited. So yeah, I went very crazy at Barnes & Noble, so I'm very excited for these. I've been working a lot on self-care the past week, and I think it's been going pretty good. I've been having a little bit of medical issues. They're not like bad or anything, they just make me like really tired and not feeling super great. So like taking time to actually focus on myself and like what I need and what my body needs, instead of puttering or being like, oh, I should put all the laundry away tonight, has been really good for me. And Luke's been really good about like forcing me to slow down and focusing on like what I need to do in order to feel better versus like what I need to do in order to have a clean house. So I'm very thankful for him and all he's done for me on that. And yeah, I'm so excited for these books and everything that's gonna be going on in the future. Thanks! Hope you guys have a good day.